Have you ever wanted a dartboard in your space but you didn't want to sacrifice the room for it, or let alone you don't even have space for it? What if I told you though that there was a way that you could have a completely hidden dartboard until you're ready to play it? Well, in this video I'm going to be showing you this DIY kind of dartboard setup that stays completely out of sight when not in use. Seamlessly built into this rustic bar railing, and it saves space, keeps your area clean, looking clean, and is just honestly plain cool. So stick around because this might be the most unique dartboard setup you've ever seen. So as many of you already know, space is at a premium. So we have to be very careful in what we're adding to our shops. Oftentimes you see us doing tools that will have the flip carts. Why? So you can do a 2-for-1 special. Two things bear the function and the footprint of one. There's no different than this. So guys, I want to show you something. This is actually really cool. And this is something that I honestly don't even know the concept of how I came up with it, but the reality is that I knew that I wanted a dartboard, but I also knew that I don't have a lot of space. I don't really have a lot of room left over. So I was thinking one day that how can I actually add and combine a couple of things. So now as you saw, I just made this top that goes on and that just slides right off. Inside of this, I've actually got these little, these are actually paracord. So these will allow me to lift this up and it comes straight up, hooking on to these screws that I have here. Now, on the back side, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a wobble to it. So what I did to fix that is on the very back side, I've got these little L brackets. And if you look up here, I've got these furniture holdings or fasteners, and basically this is a thumb screw that you will have seen how I actually made these in another video. But you take it through these L brackets, which I did have to bore out the hole just a little bit, and that allows me to clamp this down, giving myself a real stable dartboard surface. So that way, when you actually throw and you hit a dart against it, the board doesn't wobble back and forth. And I've got these on both sides. So again, same thing over here. There's an L bracket, which I just kind of had to open up that hole just a little bit more. And then I take this kind of thumb bolt, if you will, and those just tighten down just like this. And that gives us a real stable surface, okay? Now, there's a few different features that I want to point out. One, the dartboard. This is something that I did get. This one I got off Amazon, and I loved the style of this one. And of course I could have made one, but just at this time didn't want to. Now I've got this dartboard, which was my original. I was recently just given another dartboard that enables me to do a few different games. So what you're going to notice is I've got this one, which is great, works well, but I also put in this hook up top. So then that way I can actually utilize a few different game modes through this. And then of course, over here I just got this shelf that holds onto the darts. That is no different than kind of the rustic features of this. And so the nice thing about this is when this is all said and done, all of this can be retracted after a game play. And then it just lowers right back into there. This comes up, in a sense, completely hiding, if you will, the dartboard. And then you can take it out whenever you want. And one of the reasons why the board is as large as it is because obviously whenever we're entertaining, there are people that are over here that might be playing Nintendo, whatever, watching TV. They're over here on the bar side doing their thing. That provides full protection so that no darts kind of come through and donates one to someone's back. Now, the only thing I will say, when this is out, if the dart does hit and then falls down, I've had it once where something has went down in this little groove. I even thought about taking that bottom board and allowing that to swivel out. But more than likely what I'm going to end up doing is taking another board like this, and just once the board is up, I just put the other board in. So if it falls, it'll just land right on top of that. Well, shoot dang. If that doesn't get your gears turning, then I don't know what will. And hey, if you're thinking about building one like this yourself, you're going to want to see the next video, which kind of highlights some of the tips and tricks that actually made it all work. Plus, you get a closer look at the mechanics, really the material, how it was all kind of put together. So check it out right here, and I'll meet you over there.